Hello everyone. So today we are going to address a particular bug in the control settings. So this is the bug. Here if I change any of the keys, for example, let me change this backward key here, and if I try to go back, and here if I press discard, those settings should be reset when I go back there, but it's not. So that's the bug we are going to resolve today. So it's not that complicated, it's very simple. So here all we need to do is, let me open control options, and here this is where I update key mapping. This is where I change the key when I want to change the keys. This is the function responsible for that. So this also updates the actual settings as well, even though it is not saved. For example, let me show you. So here, now if I stop the game and go again, it's not saved, but temporarily that key change is applied to the game. So we want to avoid that too. So here you can see this mapping already happens internally, even though it is not saved. Actually, I have disconnected the save parts. So let me remove them here. They were not used. So now what we need to do is, in the initialize options, we create this option keys, input mappings. We get this input mappings for this function. Basically it's querying from this enhanced input system. So this contains original key mapping before we make any changes. So what we need to do is, here this is the function, this is the onSave dialog confirm. This is where we get yes or no input. If I get a yes input, that means apply input. I'm gonna apply and press back again. If I don't, I simply gonna set this as unSave change to false and call back. So going back in the menu without applying. But here we need to do something else. We need to revert the changes that we did temporarily. So to do that, here let's add a function, revert key changes, and I'll call it here. So what we need to do is, actually we could use this. I need to have to. So now in the revert, what we need to do is, we have the original mappings here. Let's run out storage loop, and then for each input mapping we can call update key mapping. This will force update the enhanced input system key mappings, internal key mappings, with the original keys. So here we can connect it like this, and at the end we have to do reinitialize options, otherwise the changes will not be visible in the UI if I go back next time into the controls. So now let's see, settings, control, here let me change this to something else. Okay, hold on, how did the first one became none? Oh, it's already R. Okay, let me reset, but this reset are not changed, not applied yet. If I press discard and go back, oh, reset is applied actually, it looks like. Let's try again. Let me assign Q here and go back and discard. Now go to controls. Oh, it's W still, so it's not, none of the things are applied. Okay, so now let's take a look at reset. Reset also should not apply, it only should make the visible changes without applying. So control options, here reset options. Yeah, here we have update key mappings. So here we are running into a problem. After resetting, we again call this initialize options to make the visual changes. Because of that, the changes are already applied into this input mapping. So this is when I press reset, this is no longer the original input mappings. So I think what we have to do is, here, let's try something like this. In the construct here, let's do this. Let's get input mappings and save this to a variable. I'll call it original key mappings. Okay, and then when I revert, I'll use that original key mappings. This should work. Let's see. Controls. Now, if I reset, let me just reset and apply once. Okay. Now, this is W. This is the saved settings. Let me stop and settings, controls. It's WSAD. Now here, let me change this to Q. Try to go back, discard, come back. It's still W. Okay, now let me actually save this Q and press apply and save. Now if I go back and come back to controls, it's still there. So if I now stop the game and go again, Q should be there. Yeah. Now press reset. Now this became W. If I go back without applying, when I come back, it's still Q. So even with the reset, it's not automatically applied. So yeah, that's exactly what we need. Now if I apply, it works. And one thing we can do is one optimization. Here under initialize options, this input mappings, this could be a local variable. So where else am I using this? Here and here. Actually, I don't see a need to use this variable at all. So let me just reconnect it like this. And then test it once. Oh, not working. Okay, let me undo that. Alright, then how about if I set this to a local variable? Just mappings. And use it instead. Yeah, now it's working. Alright, that means we can get rid of this. And get rid of this too. Let's check once again to make sure everything is working. Okay. Yes, I'll use G. Discard. Come back. It's not changed because I discard. Press G and apply. Go back. Come back. It's there. Reset. Apply. Go back. Working. Alright, that's all I want to do in this episode. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.